Happy New Year, everybody, from Gray Fox Games. This is going to be a quick little video. I hope that the new year treated you well and you had some fun ringing in 2025. Um, Happy New Year, everybody, from Gray Fox Games and from me too. Well, I guess. Happy New Year, everyone, from me, Lance Meister, Undead Viking, and from the rest of Gray Fox Games. I hope you had a good time ringing in the new year, 2025. Maybe you played some games. If you played some games, let me know. I played some smaller, more simple games with my family. We played some Flip 7. We played some Deception Murder in Hong Kong. We also just, went to a movie and just kind of relaxed and had a good time. Um, if you are one of those people that like sets resolutions or whatever, I hope that you made good resolutions, and I hope that you're still sticking to them this early into it. I don't really usually make resolutions. I kind of have decisions that I say I want to improve on this. I'm also kind of self-conscious about those because I don't like to share them because when I share them, then like if I fail at them or if I don't do well with my resolutions, then inevitably like other people know. It's like if you ever like brag about I'm like something big that you're gonna get, and then it doesn't happen. You've then told all these people like about this thing that's gonna happen, and then it doesn't. I mean, it's like whenever I've ever applied for a job, like I never tell anybody that I applied for the job, right? Because if I get the job, then I'm like, oh hey, I got the job or whatever, and but if I like don't or whatever, then I don't have a bunch of people wondering what happened or whatever. And that's just me. It kind of ties in to the whole. Yes. So ultimately, I kind of have a handful of things that I want to personally work on that I need to improve, in my opinion, for the coming year. And and hopefully, I can pull this off. You might notice I have this nagging cough. I spent most of December in some level of sickness. Whenever I talk a lot, my throat gets dry and I have this nagging cough going on. So I apologize for that. Um, but I want to talk a little bit about Gray Fox Games in 2025 and what I am excited about. And I mean, and mostly what this is going to be is like there's kind of two things that I'm really, really excited about for Gray Fox Games. And one is the fact that we are going to be launching the Champions of Midgard Anniversary Edition Kickstarter. And the plan right now is quarter 1 of 2025. This is going to be the super deluxe, everything involved, everything in one box, massive Champions of Midgard game that if it's for the collector, right? I mean, it's going to be for those people and for people that never have played the game, right? It's hard to believe that this game's been out for like that. There's people out there who have never played it. But obviously, the board game industry has increased in size and volume so much that like the games that were what I thought were like transcendental and amazing legacy things, not legacy mechanisms, but like a legacy game, like something that like really like nailed it as far as perfect game design. Like now people just don't know about that game or don't know that it exists. But this is going to be that way for people that are huge fans of Champions of Midgard. That I talk to hundreds of these people every year at conventions. They talk about that's my game. I love playing it. I still play it all the time. It's going to be for those people to get like the definitive edition of Champions of Midgard. And also, it's going to be for people who have never heard of it and want to try it out now that this is a way to like get this super special, extra awesome version of the game. So I'm excited for that to launch. And we've been working really, really hard behind the scenes on the new art and the presentation and how the box is going to look and all those things. We've been working really hard on that, and I'm excited to start, hopefully in the very near future, start revealing certain things and certain aspects of the game that we think people are going to really like. The other thing that I'm really excited about, and this is more for me as far as like on a play testing world, because that's something I do a lot of with Gray Fox. I do a lot of things, but that's one of the things I do a lot of. And let me take a sip here. Hold on one second. I apologize. But um, a little while back, we kind of we signed and we've been developing these two really good games, and I'm going to not actually say them. Well, I can say one. The other one I don't know how much I can tell about, but um. They're games that we have been working on in the and developing and playtesting internally. And very soon, we are going to have open playtests, which I'm going to run. And I run the vast majority, we run these online uh, because that allows us to reach the most people and the most and the most people and the most people all over the world as well. And I get to present these games and I get to get feedback from we have a core group of playtesters on our Discord that we trust a great deal for their opinions and their ability to dissect games. And I'm going to be able to run and one of these, and I should say one of them I can't really say a lot about right now, but one of them is the board game representation of RimWorld, and which is a fantastic video game about um, being stranded colonists on a planet that need to somehow like create their society once again. And it's this wonderful open sandbox game on the computer where you can take your society in all kinds of different ways. And we are trying to represent that and create that in a board game world. And I've played the game. It is fantastic. I feel like it really represents the the Rim World game very well. And I also feel like it is a perfect like like board game. Yes, if that makes sense. Like a lot of times when you have uh, a port from like a some other like usually a video game, and you make a board game version of it. It's like it's one of those things where it's like it ends up being too much like the video game, and it isn't actually like a tabletop game. It's just kind of like a simulation of the video game. But in a lot of ways, or it goes the opposite way, and it's like here's the actual like it's just a board game, and it doesn't remind you of the video game at all, other than the name on the box. And this is a thing where I've played it. I said this feels like I'm playing a cooperative, strategic um, board game with my friends, but it also captures that feel of playing the RimWorld computer game as well. So I'm excited to have that out. And if you are listening to this and you think, hey, I would love to play test games with Gray Fox Games, um, I invite you to join our Discord. Now I'm going to have links down in the description of this video, and I invite you to go. If you join our Discord, there is a playtesting group, and you can get in on that, and then you can. I try to run 2 playtesting sessions every week, and you can get in on those, and you can be the first people to test out those games. And as they're being created, um, and refined and defined and until like we get to that point where we're going to like publish those games. So that's what I'm really looking for. There's other stuff going on in 2025. We don't just have like one game coming out. We have other stuff that's going to happen as well, and I'm excited about those games. So I'm just gonna kind of leave it at that. And otherwise, this video would go really long, and I didn't want to bore you too much. And this is probably longer than the video that I thought I was going to do in the first place. But that's what I'm excited about in 2025 for Gray Fox. And before I know it, it's going to be June, and I'm going to have to travel to like Origins. I'm going to be going to Gen Con and all those other conventions. So right now, I'm just kind of trying to focus on you know, these are the kind of the hibernating months, you know, in the winter where, you know, we're not traveling that much and we're able to get a lot of really, really important work done internally, as a company. And so I'm excited about that. But, tell me if you want to share your New Year's resolutions with me, go ahead and post those. If you played any games over the New Year's Eve, I'd love to hear about that. If you got anything else if you got something about Gray Fox Games that you'd love for me to do a video about, let me know. And so that's something I can do for you. Other than that, take care of yourself, and we'll see you back when I do another one of these videos. I'm trying to get one of these out every week, and so yeah, we'll talk soon. All right, take care. Bye bye.